No, I have received the counter affidavit. So
Right now in bail counter affidavit, what is that?
modification petition है जो इसमें अभी तुरंत दिए हुए हैं. I want to
ठीक है, देख इतना लंबा क्यों समय करा रहे हैं?
हाँ, modification petition है जो इसमें.
Lordship, if I may be permitted, only 4 submission I would like to make, Your Lordship, and that will make the picture clear, Your Lordship. Only 4 submissions.
That's all right, but you are for opposite party number 2. The
Yes, yes.
argument is to the petitioner.
Lordship,
And he says that he has received.
Your Lordship, I am pressing my petition only because of the reason this is not the fraud plead with the opposite party number 2, but this honorable, the matter is very serious. That's why I am pressing.
All right, yes. What is the matter? You have got my attention straight away. If Mr. Jayaprakash Singh is playing fraud with this contract, it is very serious.
Lordship, at page number 13, Your Lordship, first, annexure 1, Your Lordship. That is the case status of this case, Your Lordship.
Page number 13.
Yes, Your Lordship. Running page 13, Your Lordship. Lordship, the order for which the modification has been sought. That was the order, Your Lordship. The petitioner was directed to pay rupees 40 lakhs in the joint account. He has to open an account.
Is there any order?
Yes, Your Lordship. At page number 3, para number 3, Your Lordship.
Annexure 1 है कि ये modification हम मांग रहे हैं 40 लाख रुपया ज्वाइंट अकाउंट में जमा करें और साथ रहे. ये
एक second.
Annexure 1.
One by one, Mr. Counsel, let me see the order first.
Para 3 I have specifically stated that, Your Lordship. That's why I was pressing.
No, let us see the order.
That is para 3.
Annexure 1.
Para 3 of my counter, Your Lordship. I have mentioned that order. Orders, Your Lordship. I have
समय
mentioned.
ले रहे हैं, बहुत बेचैन है बहस के लिए. बहस तो पहले पिटिशनर का लेट मी फिनिश.
अच्छा, ठीक है.
हम तो हुजूर समय ले रहे हैं.
उन्होंने कहा कि आप फ्रॉड.
हाँ,
फ्रॉड है.
ये Annexure 1 है हुजूर, पहले हाई कोर्ट का ऑर्डर. वही मेन है.
Annexure 1 देख लें.
18 पर देख लिया जाए.
ये हमारा तो ऑर्डर नहीं पास किया हुआ है.
Honorable G and Honorable Justice Vinod Kumar Sinha, sir.
कुमार सिन्हा साहब की.
All right, so did you deposit rupees 40 lakhs?
First time he has deposited the 40 lakh rupees.
He has deposited rupees.
हाँ, deposited 40 lakh rupees. Subsequently, during course of Corona, he has been also withdrawn certain amount.
No, but how can it be withdrawn? If you have deposited in the joint account, the withdrawal would be by joint signature.
But in this point, he has filed a counter affidavit, Lord. I inquire about to the client, how can you withdraw this money, Lord? And today, आज के डेट में भी he is ready to keep the wife and one-time settlement.
That's right. The question is that the court took note of the fact that you have agreed to settle the dispute in a particular way. This was perhaps the opinion. This was perhaps
mediation center में यही settlement हुआ था जो
before the mediator it was decided by both of you that either you deposit 40 lakhs for social security in the joint name. It is not only in the name of the OP number 2 but in the joint name, so that money could be withdrawn by the joint signature. Number 1, or if that is not possible, then execute a sale deed of a land in the joint name of you and your wife. तो दोनों में से कोई एक तो करना होगा.
जी, हम पैसा, इनके पिताजी पैसा 40 लाख जमा किए. ये डॉक्टर साहब हैं. First में let me my argument. Just I am not. इसके लिए I file a reply from the counter affidavit, Lord. ये कहते हैं कि निकालिए पैसा. ठीक है. हम आज तक क्लाइंट हमको बताया नहीं. ये कह रहे हैं कि निकालिए. ये काउंटर में दिए हैं. I want to file a rejoinder. Under which circumstances you withdraw this amount, Lord? Joint account दोनों साथ की बात है.
अगर किसी भी circumstance में सिंगली withdraw कर लिया है तो forgery है बैंक के साथ, या फिर मैं मान कर चलूंगा कि कोई डिपॉजिट किया नहीं,
डिपॉजिट किया, ये एडमिट कर रहे हैं, डिपॉजिट किया
तो
है,
विड्रॉल कैसे हो जाएगा?
हाँ, विड्रॉ काहे किए हैं, यही चीज का
कैसे हो जाएगा विड्रॉल?
तो ये तो नहीं होना चाहिए। विड्रॉ जब दोनों आदमी के सिग्नेचर, तो विड्रॉ तो नहीं होना चाहिए।
तब उसके बाद फिर क्या हुआ?
अभी यही स्थिति है हुजूर, डाइवोर्स केस हमारी तरफ से फाइल है, स्पष्ट बात है हुजूर, 17
साथ रहना नहीं।
हाँ, एक स्पष्ट बात यही है हुजूर की 17 की शादी है, दोनों में ही एक्स्ट्रा मैरिटल रिलेशनशिप ये डॉक्टर साहब किए हुए हैं, और इनके कंप्लेंट और
कौन डॉक्टर साहब किए हुए हैं?
ये हमारे पिटिशनर जो है, डॉक्टर प्रैक्टिसिंग डॉक्टर है हमारे पिटिशनर,
हाँ।
और इनके ऊपर वाइफ का यही चार्जेज है कि ही हैज डेवलप्ड एक्स्ट्रा रिलेशनशिप।
नहीं तो उसके लिए कोई दफा लगाया?
नहीं, सिर्फ यही 498 दफा है, और उसी दफा में हम लोग का संज्ञान हुआ है और हम बेल हुआ है हमको 19 में, और उसी बेल पर हम चले आ रहे हैं। कोरोना टाइम में
आप डॉक्टर हैं तो आप अब तक कम से कम 40,000 रुपीज जमा कर दिए रहते, 40 लाख, तो ये सब बहस तो नहीं करना पड़ता ना?
हम जमा, हमारे पिताजी जमा कर दिए आज के डेट में।
पूछूंगा, मैं कोई ऑर्डर नहीं पास करूंगा जब तक आपसे पूछ नहीं।
तो शुरू में बिल के टाइम में इसी तरह बेचैन रहते थे, हमको तो आई फेल टू अंडरस्टैंड
वकीलों के बारे में आपस में
हुजूर का आदेश होगा फाइनल। तो उसमें हुजूर यही कहा गया था कि हम रखने को तैयार हैं। मेडिसिन सेंटर में दोनों आदमी पर पैर हाथ जोड़ करके दोनों आदमी एक्सेप्ट भी किया।
ये बताइए
हाँ
कि ये किसी भी कीमत पे मॉडिफिकेशन का तो केस नहीं बनता?
हाँ, नहीं, मॉडिफिकेशन इसलिए केस बनता है हुजूर कि हम उनको ले जाने के लिए तैयार हुए, बैंक में दोनों आदमी एक दूसरे के आरोप प्रत्यारोप किए। शी इज आल्सो एडवोकेट।
हु इज एन एडवोकेट?
वाइफ ऑफ दिस पिटिशनर अनुप्रिया जो इन्फॉर्मेंट है। हम हुजूर से फोल्डेड हैंड से ही दोनों को बुला करके, अर्नेस केस में हुजूर प्रयास किया गया था, अर्नेस केस जो था, अर्नेस को बुला करके हुजूर के द्वारा, हम लॉयर थे अर्नेस के, जब पटना हाई कोर्ट में रिवीजन में वो आए थे, तो हुजूर के द्वारा कहा गया था कि अर्नेस केस तुम्हारा पूरा भारत देश में ये केस हाईलाइटेड है, कम से कम एक्सेप्ट करो। 1 करोड़ की बात वाइफ की तरफ दिया गया था, ये बोला हम 50 लाख रुपया देंगे। एक बार अपॉर्चुनिटी
केस अलग है, ये बताइए ना।
इसमें एक नोटिस करके पर्सनली दोनों को बुला करके पूछ लिया जाए, जो भी हम भी जवाब देने इनका, ये भी बहुत सारा जवाब।
तब ना जब मुझे लगे कि वकील साहब ठीक से बहस नहीं कर रहे हैं।
जी।
आपने इतना अच्छा बहस किया तो मुझे आपके क्लाइंट को बुलाने की जरूरत तो है
नहीं। बहस किया, लेकिन पर्सनली वो आ जाए तो लगे कि वन टाइम सेटलमेंट का मैटर बंद या रहने की भी।
जब आप एज ऑफिसर ऑफ द कोर्ट उनको नहीं सहमति दिला पाए इस बात पर, तो कोर्ट क्या करेगा?
ही इज रेडी टू कीप हिज वाइफ। आज के डेट में हम समझाए कल डॉक्टर साहब को, डॉक्टर साहब बहुत मरीज का आपने इलाज किया होगा, लेकिन अपना जब समस्या होता है वकील और डॉक्टर को, तब फिर समस्या में उलझ जाती है।
नहीं, अब इनकी सुने बात।
जी, सुन लीजिए।
Sorry, I caused inconvenience to the counsel. Para number 7 of my counter affidavit, Your Lordship. May I be permitted to read that? Only relevant paras I will be reading, Your Lordship. That the petitioner, along with his father and mother, asked the opposite party number 2 to reach ADB branch Begusarai of State Bank of India on date, Your Lordship, specific 18/12/2019. That is 1 month after the passing of the order, and whereby a joint account number so and so was opened. Admitted, Your Lordship, and the amount of rupees 40 lakh was admitted on the said account on date, Your Lordship, 27/2/2020, and he has approached this court for confirmation of his provisional bail on 20/2/2020. That is 7 days before the deposition of that amount. 7 days before the deposition of that amount.
फिर तो वो बात कर रहे थे तो आपने उनको बोला
नहीं, I am extremely sorry.
तो ये इससे क्या पॉइंट ड्राइव कर रहे थे? पैसे जमा किए उन्होंने ना।
Lordship, money was deposited later on.
That's right.
A specific order was there कि after 6 months he has to appear. Okay, Lordship, agreed, Your Lordship. I am not pressing this point. I am not pressing this point.
You are a young counsel, therefore this is for the consumption of the other advocates also. There is a book called Intimacy Undone. Make a note, it's a law book, it's not a novel. Intimacy Undone. The book has been written by Malvika. I'm forgetting the title. It's one of the standard texts in husband-wife dispute and how to resolve it. Now, the lady who has written the book is herself a very, very known lawyer in the family cases, family courts. Malvika Khoaya something. Now, she begins her book by this statement that it is the dispute between husband and wife is the most hotly contested dispute not because of the rights of the respective parties, but because of the desire in the estranged spouses to inflict as much harm as possible so as to vindicate the stand. So therefore, lawyers cannot help the parties, the spouses to reconcile, and the lawyers also start enjoying the dispute. Now therefore, we would always want the lawyers of Patna High Court to dispel that image which has been narrated by this author in this book. Now the question is that these issues for grant of bail, we are not testing the order of divorce, we are not testing the judicial order of separation. Grant of bail, where the husband, because you could not live properly with your husband, the husband does not become a criminal or the wife does not become a bad lady, right? It is a bad relationship between the spouses. That's all right, and that's the reason which weighs with the court in granting bail. Now, forget about these points.
Okay,
What is your stand today?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Now, are you ready to settle the dispute say by one-time settlement or whatever?
I'm ready to settle the dispute, and for that reason only a mutual consent divorce was filed. A petition was filed in para 11 and 12. It was agreed, Your Lordship, that whatever 40 lakh has been deposited in the joint account, that will be transferred in the personal account of the OP number 2.
You are ready for that?
Your Lordship, that has been, that what I am saying.
Yes, say yes and no.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Are you ready for this?
I am ready for that, Your Lordship. But
what else? What is the other demand?
Second installment was, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, only
one. हम लोग पूछते हैं वो बोलिए ना वो बहस तो आप इधर
लगेगी. Your Lordship, our time frame may be given.
Just a minute. 40 lakhs within 3 months.
Obliged, Your Lordship.
Right?
Obliged.
Maximum of 4 months.
Edge, Your Lordship.
All right. And mutual consent, he should not run away. He should sign the document.
He has signed.
He has signed.
Yes.
So therefore the issue boils down to this. Just a minute. आप घबराइए नहीं भाई. इतने ही mandate से आए ना आप.
No, Your Lordship. That is not only my mandate. That's what I am saying. Your Lordship, 40 lakh rupees was withdrawn for signature, and Your Lordship, for that reason, Your Lordship, that was it. If you will see the conduct of the
so forget about that conduct.
Okay, Your Lordship.
Now, would you be satisfied if 40 lakhs rupees is transferred in your personal account and the process of divorce is expedited at his
Yes, Your Lordship.
instance?
Rest 40 lakh will be, he will be giving 80 lakh one-time settlement has been agreed upon.
80 lakhs settlement.
Has
80
been
lakhs.
agreed upon. That is the divorce petition that is annexed in the.
All right. That is the
40 lakh he will be paying. He will be paying within 4 months, as Your Lordship say, and rest 40 lakh at the time of passing the divorce decree, Your Lordship. That is.
Are you ready for all this? We'll have a consent order here.
6 month में इनको 40 लाख की जो बात कहा जा रहा है, इनका सुन लिया गया हुजूर के द्वारा सारी बात को. तो ये 40 लाख के लिए today is responsible. I am agree with this.
No. Haven't you filed an application?
A divorce petition.
And where you have settled, we have said that
80 lakh. ये file a divorce petition.
तो 40
हम
आप इधर घुमा रहे हैं.
नहीं हम घुमाएंगे, हुजूर कहेंगे वही मानेंगे.
आप 40 लाख रुपए
हम 6 मंथ में 40
सेकंड सुनिए तो सही.
जी I am
40 लाख रुपए आप I'm sorry.
नहीं हुजूर
अब इतना समय लग गया और सब वकील साहब बैठे हुए हैं ना, खाली एक हस्बैंड वाइफ के डिस्प्यूट में हम पूरा समय बिता दें, ऐसा तो नहीं पॉसिबल है.
ऐसा संभव और लोग करता है हुजूर.
40 लाख रुपए आप 4 महीने में इनके पर्सनल अकाउंट में जमा करिए.
उसको खाली हम इतनी रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे 6 मंथ बस. 6
मंथ.
जी
और रेस्ट 40 लाख. अब लेकिन आप लिंगर करते जाएंगे तो उनका लाइफ बर्बाद होगा.
नहीं हम लाइफ क्या हमरा भी तो लाइफ बर्बाद होगा.
ऐसा है कि आपको बेल मिल रहा है ना.
जी
तो और जो 40 लाख मोर है उसको आप कितने महीने में 3 महीने में
डाइवोर्स का जो डिस्पोजल होगा एट द टाइम
डिस्पोजल होगा. म्यूचुअल कंसेंट में आप जाकर कोर्ट में दोनों आदमी जाकर कहेंगे
जी हम म्यूचुअल करेंगे.
कब तक करेंगे?
40 लाख करेंगे. ये 6 मंथ में 40 दे दें और फिर 6 मंथ दे दिया जाए. 80 लाख रुपए व्यवस्था करना है डॉक्टर के लिए.
34. Your Lordship, I am agreed whatever he is saying, but Your Lordship, a person who had deposited 40 lakh and after that by full document he has withdrawn that,
so
and after that, Your Lordship,
when did you marry?
2017, Your Lordship.
2017. 5 years have passed by.
5 years have passed by, Your Lordship.
Nothing has happened. So be satisfied. Take instructions if you don't want to.
No, Your Lordship. 1 year if Your Lordship will
just a
say,
minute. वकील को कहीं कभी जज को सुनना चाहिए. जज को भी सुनना चाहिए वकील को. लेकिन अभी आप लोग इधर इमोशनल होकर बहस करते हैं. उतना इमोशनल होना ठीक नहीं है. स्पेशली अभी आपको कहानी सुनाया मालविका राजकोआ. And I'll be happy if you come next time in court with that book.
Sure.
Intimacy Undone by Malvika Rajkhua. You'll get a good insight of how family litigation is contested. Alright?
Yes.
So, now अभी कोर्ट की बात सुनिए. 6 महीने का समय देते हैं इनको, 40 लाख रुपए जमा करेंगे आपके पर्सनल अकाउंट. वो उस समय में 40 लाख नहीं करेंगे तो म्यूचुअल डिवोर्स नहीं होगा. मैं 40 लाख ये जमा करेंगे भी और टाइम नहीं मेंटेन करेंगे, मैं इनकी पैसा वापस भी नहीं कराऊंगा, इनका बेल खारिज करूंगा.
जी जी जी.
Does that satisfy you?
Yes.
And he shall make all efforts to have that concluded, the divorce petition.
Expeditiously वो disposal
वो
करेंगे.
3 महीने.
Time may be given, Your Lordship, through the lower court direction may be given. That is a
That we
mutual
can't.
divorce, Your Lordship.
That we can't. I know my limitations. I am hearing an anticipatory bail petition. Now, in this petition, I can direct the court, but not otherwise. This is not a 482 application.
Obliged.
Many of us do believe, and I also at times believe that with every forum, 482 is inherent. It inheres in the powers of the court. But I am rather careful in using that. All right.
Obliged.
So this is what we do. Look here. Heard Mr. Jayaprakash Singh for the petitioner
Rajnikant Singh.
and Mr. Rajnikant Singh for opposite party, advocate for opposite party number 2. The petitioner, who is the husband of OP number 2, seeks bail in anticipation of his arrest in connection with so and so. The petitioner, both the spouses are doctors.
Husband सिर्फ डॉक्टर है.
I am not an advocate on record, Your Lordship. I have never registration. I have only studied LLB. I am a lawyer only, sir.
The petitioner is a doctor by profession. An agreement was arrived at between the spouses that they would part ways amicably and would obtain divorce by mutual consent. And the petitioner shall make a payment, in all, of rupees 80 lakhs towards full and final settlement of all the matrimonial dues of opposite party number 2. The petitioner had earlier agreed to pay rupees 40 lakhs in the joint account of the petitioner and OP number 2. And though with some delay, the aforesaid promise was fulfilled. However, it appears that the spouses could not reconcile their differences, and today they are willing to part ways, provided the petitioner pays a total amount of rupees 80 lakhs and agrees for expediting the divorce by mutual consent before the court below.
Yeah.
With this situation, any amount deposited by the petitioner in the joint account of the petitioner and OP number 2 would not make any sense. Precisely for this reason, the OP number 2 wishes that the amount of 40 lakhs be deposited in the personal account of the OP number 2, which shall be supplied to the petitioner within a period of 1 week. The payment of 40 lakhs shall be done within a period of 6 months to be counted from today. List this matter, counted from today. The balance amount of 40 lakhs as agreed upon between the parties shall be paid at the time of decree of divorce by mutual consent. For this, as has been noted above, both the spouses shall make serious efforts towards expediting the conclusion of the divorce proceeding. In order to test the bona fides of the petitioner, of his intentions of transferring the amount of 40 lakhs in the first instance within a period of 6 months, this court deems it appropriate to adjourn the matter till 26th of July to find out whether the petitioner has made efforts of transferring the amount in the personal account of OP number 2. Account of OP number 2. First up, in case it is found that the petitioner has dilly-dallied and has not fulfilled his promise, this court would be constrained to withdraw the interim protection.
अभी interim protection हमरा fail हो गया, जो interim protection दे दिया जाए.
Would be constrained to withdraw the interim protection, which the court is contemplating to grant the petitioner in the meanwhile. Stop. Re-notify this case on कौन सा date बताया? 26th of July. Stop.
In the meantime, provisional bail.
अरे एक मिनट रुकिए तो सही. In the meantime, the petitioner shall be released on provisional bail on his furnishing bonds in the sum of ₹10,000 with 2 sureties of life.